What's up guys, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, we are going to tackle data science interview questions 11 up to 15. So without any further ado, let's get to it. Data science interview question number 11. What is linear regression? Linear regression is the most widely utilized predictive analytics method to characterize the relationship between the dependent variable and one or more independent variables. The linear regression approach is utilized. The procedure of modeling a single line inside a scatter plot is the major goal in linear regression. The three general steps to performing linear regression are as follows. Number 1. Identifying and assessing the data's correlation and direction. Number 2. The model's estimation is being deployed. Number 3. Assuring the model's utility and validity for future use cases. It's frequently employed in situations involving the cause and effect model. For example, you may want to know the impact of a given action in order to figure out the possible outcomes and the extent to which the cause influences the ultimate result. So guys, in simple terms, simple linear regression. So they're asking about linear regression, right? We will assume that they are talking about simple linear regression. So there's two kinds of linear regression, okay? This is speaking on the technical side of machine learning. Linear regression is kind of like the umbrella term, and under the umbrella term we've got simple linear regression and we've got multiple linear regression. So we'll assume that they are talking about simple linear regression. And you guys know, in simple linear regression there's only one gradient or one straight line, and that's the regressor that we plot against the data itself. Now for that method, simple linear regression, it's easy guys. You guys should realize you did this in high school as well, and the procedure is exactly the same. It's just that this is classified as being a part of machine learning, okay? So it's exactly the same procedure and approach. Next we'll go on to question number 12. What is the difference between interpolation and extrapolation? So in any statistical analysis, the phrases interpolation and extrapolation are crucial. Now the reason why I included this statement here and I bolded it is because this question here, guys, it is a very commonly asked question as far as I know. Interpolation and extrapolation are important skills that a data scientist needs to have. Even if they do not employ these methods often or daily, they need to know and understand what these terms mean. Okay, so they are nothing difficult at all. Extrapolation is the process of determining or estimating something based on an existing set of values or information and extending them to an unknown area or territory. It is a method of inferring something from data that is already available. Interpolation, on the other hand, is a technique for determining a value that lies somewhere between a set of values or a sequence of values. This is particularly beneficial when you have both records, or when you have records at both the extremes of a region, but not enough data points at a specific plane. This is when interpolation is used to determine the required value. So, as you can see in the visual here, guys, interpolation and extrapolation. Interpolation is when we try to deduce values between a known boundary. Okay, there's a known start and a known end boundary. That's interpolation. We try to deduce this green circle here, okay, within the known and the known. So the known, just to take you guys back a bit, you see, they say here, this is particularly beneficial when you have records at both the extremes. Now both the extremes are referring to the minimum and the maximum. Okay, those are the extremes, the lowest set of values and the highest set of values. So as you can see, the dots here, the blue dots, are actually the data points. On the left, that's at the lower extreme. On the right, that's at the higher extreme. And the green circle we see is the interpolated value. It is deduced within the known set of values. Extrapolation, on the other hand, are the orange circles you see. So it is outside the boundaries of known values. So that's what we have for question 12. Now on to question 13. Define power analysis. Power analysis is an important aspect of experimental design. It is concerned with the process of estimating the sample size required for reliably identifying an effect of a particular size from a source. In a sample size constraint, it allows you to choose a particular probability. The numerous techniques of statistical power analysis and sample size estimates are frequently used in practice for making accurate statistical judgments and determining the size required for experimental effects. Power analysis enables you to comprehend sample size estimates such that they are neither too large nor too little. So we do have a small visualization here, guys, for us to obtain a higher understanding, a higher level of understanding pertaining to power analysis. Next, we have data science interview question number 14. What does k-mean mean? What is the best way to choose k for k-means? So you see, guys, k-means clustering is the most fundamental unsupervised learning approach. It is a method of data classification that employs a set of clusters known as k-clusters. It is used to organize data in order to uncover patterns of resemblance. It entails defining k-centers, one for each cluster. The clusters are divided into k groups where k is a fixed number. Cluster centers are chosen at random from the k points. The items are assigned to the cluster center that is closest to them. The objects in a cluster are as similar as possible to one another and as different as feasible from the objects in the other clusters. Okay, now just to give you a refresher, guys, the center of every cluster is called a centroid. Okay, so keep that in mind. It will come in handy when you are giving the explanation for k-means itself. So on to the last question for this video. It is data science interview question number 15. What is the difference between data modeling and database design? So data modeling, this can be thought of as the initial step in the process of designing a database. Data modeling is the process of constructing a conceptual model based on the relationships between different data models. Moving from the conceptual stage to the logical model to the physical schema is part of the process. It entails a methodical approach to using data modeling approaches. Now, database design, on the other hand, the process of designing a database is known as database design. The database design generates a complete data model of the database as an output. Database design, strictly speaking, refers to the detailed logical model of a database, but it can also refer to physical design decisions and storage parameters. So in this little visualization here, guys, in this image, essentially what we see is the DBLC. DBLC is standing for the database life cycle. So it starts with your requirements analysis, goes on to logical design, physical design, and thereafter implementation. And it is a cycle. It will never stop. It will never end. So with that, we have reached the end of this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for staying till the end of the video. Good luck with your work, and I will see you in the next YouTube video.